Ever have a guy walk in and out of your life and just left you feeling scammed emotionally? Want to know how to stop getting played by guys like this and prevent it from ever happening again? I've got those helpful tips coming up for you right now. Hey guys, what's happening? I'm dating and relationship coach Ryan Patrick. I'm really excited to jump into today's topic because I feel it really encapsulates a lot of the themes and lessons that I try to teach on this channel. Building your life up in such a way that you attract great guys and just let all the others fall by the wayside. So what are we covering today? I'm gonna start by briefly covering ways that you may be making yourself an easy target to these guys. Then I'm gonna follow that with 8 different ways you can protect yourself from a guy just straight up robbing you psychologically and emotionally to the point where these guys are gonna be looking at you and being like, nope, I'm not gonna mess with her. Sound like a plan? Just be sure to stay to the end of the video so you know exactly how to do that. So let me just ask you, do you feel like an easy target having your heart worked over and over guy after guy? I've been there myself when I was younger when it came to women, and it can be absolutely exhausting. Guys, the truth is you have all the power to control which guys play you and to what degree. You might be like, what are you talking about, Ryan? I have the control? Let me give you some things people look for when they're looking to take advantage of you. Maybe you have low income. Maybe you have health issues. Maybe you're yearning for a man to be in your life so much right now that you've lowered your standards without even realizing it. And look, if that last one's the case, that's okay. It just means that it's time to get back on track with what you want and let all that other noise just blow right past you. Here are 8 things you can start doing right now to avoid any other situations where you can get played by a guy. The first thing is know your patterns with men. Now, if you've had experiences with men that come in and just pull one over on you, then you know what to look for. Simply being aware of the types of guys you normally date, how you meet them, and how things typically progress with them can tell you a lot. Awareness is half the battle to stop the cycle, okay? So where are things going wrong? Do you usually fall for the guy too fast? What is it exactly? Once you can identify that, then you're on your way to avoiding situations like this in the future. The second thing is increase your pool of men. Guys, dating is 100% a numbers game. You need to sort through a lot of zeros to find your hero. What? One of the best ways to interrupt your dating patterns is to expand your search and incorporate those types of guys that you wouldn't normally date. And this process of sorting through a larger, more expanded pool of guys is gonna show you those things that you need and that you don't need in a relationship. Also, by giving yourself more options, it's just gonna take the focus and the pressure off of those 1 or 2 guys you've doubled down on and are most likely just settling for. The third thing is have your own stuff going on. Here's the mantra I want you to have. I've got shit to do. I have shit to do. And it's a beautiful mindset to have because it puts all the focus and attention 100% on you where it belongs. When you put your workouts first, when you put your finances first, when you put your friends and family first, guys just become visitors in your life. They become window watchers. And feeling played by people typically happens when we have nothing else going on in our lives and we're looking at them to make us happy. And that is a tall order they will never be able to fill. We have to do that. That's on us. The fourth thing is manage your expectations with men. Let me make this easy. I want you to assume this guy you're seeing is dating 5 other women. Seriously, guys, from this moment on, every guy you meet, I want you to assume this. He's dating other women and just act accordingly. So what does this do? Well, it's gonna slow that love train down in your brain and get you to be a little bit more cautious in the beginning. Until he says, hey, I wanna be exclusive with you. Just assume that you're not. I promise you guys, this is gonna help you manage the expectation of what that relationship really is in the beginning. The fifth thing is establish healthy boundaries early on. So I just had a conversation in the comments section of one of my last videos with a subscriber on this channel. And I don't wanna call her out by name, but her situation highlights this point perfectly. So her new boyfriend hasn't really been giving her much space at all in her place since the quarantine hit. And he's very codependent, whereas she is very independent. And I told her, I said, look, you need to claim this alone time for yourself now, because if you don't do it now, it's gonna be nearly impossible to try to do it down the line with him. Do not be afraid to walk away from men that do not respect your boundaries. It is a losing game. The sixth thing is, look at his words versus his actions. You guys that have been on the channel long enough know that I talk about this all the time. And for those of you who haven't subscribed and are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join this awesome community. So guys are usually really good with their words in the beginning because they know that's the crucial time that they need to sound good out of the gate. And after that, as time progresses, it's up for debate if their words actually match their actions. And it's always gonna be your job to make sure his words matches his actions consistently. So if you see that mismatch in the beginning, he's probably one of these wishy-washy guys. And we don't like wishy-washy guys. The seventh thing is constantly check in with yourself. Now, checking in with ourselves about a person that we're dating usually involves us asking all the wrong questions. Why did he say this? Or why did she do that? And all of those questions end up being counterproductive because you can't change what other people say and do. So instead of pointing fingers at the other person, start asking yourself questions that really cut to the core of the matter. Am I contributing to their childish behavior? Am I willing to get stood up on another date? Am I gonna put up with this crap anymore? You're putting it on yourself because you always control the outcome. The eighth thing is invest in men who invest in you. One of the best ways to not get played by guys is to not leap headfirst into a relationship with them. If these guys are worth your time at all, they're gonna be making the first moves. So all you need to do is follow their lead. If you get too far out in front of him with your feelings without really knowing how he feels, you're just gonna put yourself in the danger zone of getting hurt. To reiterate, this is why you're letting him initiate all texts with you and setting up all dates in the first month. Follow his lead only if you like him. Guys simply can't play you if they have nothing to play. Emotions are one of the easiest things to play on in other people, so just don't give him a target to begin with. Keep pushing that bar higher. That thing that's inside you that tells you that this guy has won you over. Set boundaries and let him test those boundaries and push back hard if he gets too close. Never settle for scenarios where he always gets what he wants and you have to settle for crumbs. There will never be equity in that, and there will also never be happiness in that either. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like below. Please feel free to sound off in the comments about how guys have played you in the past. Or if you feel like you're being played right now, let me know about it. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next week.